Students, today I'll be discussing with you about China. China, a country whose economy rises within a very short span of time because of their laws, because of their hard work, because of their system. But now, China is surrounded by lot many problems. Every day, there are new problems, either created by China or they are created by the others. But mostly the problems are created by China. Firstly, I'll discuss with you one community which lives in China for a number of years, and nowadays they are facing lot many genocides. I'm talking about the Uyghurs. Uyghurs, most of the Uyghurs who lives in the Xinjiang province of China, most of them, they are Muslims. Uyghurs are basically Turkish, and then they move towards Mongolia. And from the fear of the attacks by the other people, these people came to China in the 18th century, and they started living in the Xinjiang region. Qiang dynasty of China included it, and it is they who gave them the name to this area, Xinjiang, which means new boundaries in Mandarin. China got independence after 1949. In 1949, after the Civil War, and Mao Zedong included it in 1949 in the mainland China. Camps were created for the Uyghurs, where they are kept and tortured. Their population is slowly getting bleak. Recently, it was on 23rd of September, one German anthropologist, Adrian Zenz, who is doing research on the Tibetans and the Uyghur people, talks about the sterilization of Uyghur people. And he's saying it is a genocide. The day will come, if it goes on, the population of Uyghurs will finish. China wanted to punish this community, and a report was published in the Guardian newspaper, and government gave another view. They say it's nothing like that. Rather, we are improving their culture. Lot many Uyghur people are getting the jobs in the government as well as private sector. If we talk about the family planning and sterilization, in 1979, China adopted the one-child policy. At that time, Mandarin Han people will have one child, whereas Uyghurs can have 3 childs. In 2016, China changed its policy to the 2-child policy. And Ugriyars in rural areas, they can have 3 child, and in urban areas, they can have 2 childs. Detention camps were created. And there is a ban on the Islamic traditions, Islamic culture. They are not allowed to go for their prayers. They can't grow their beard, cannot wear their dresses. And China wanted to finish their Islamic traditions and the Ugriyar culture. Recently, on 15th of September 2020, Donald Trump, the President of America, banned the 5 companies of China whose products are manufactured by the Ugriyar people. And many countries are coming for the support of the Ugriyars. Then there is another issue of Tibet. Labor camps are created in Tibet, and the population is shifted from Tibet to the other areas. Migration in large number. There is one term which is mentioned by Chanakya in Arthashastra, that if you cannot do any work straightforward, then you adopt the policy that is Sam, Dam, Dand, Bhed. It is mentioned in Kautilya's Arthashastra. The same thing is adopted by the Chinese nowadays. We'll come to Taiwan. Taiwan is a island area near China. Recently, it is in the news that China crossed the water boundaries and entered Taiwan. It was in 21st September 2020. He wanted to use the force the same way which he adopts in Hong Kong. In July 1997, Hong Kong was given back to China. And China says, and promise also, it won't have one China policy. So he said, same thing we'll do with Taiwan, and invites Taiwan to join the mainland China. There are many protests in Hong Kong, but China snubbed those protests. And we have seen in the past how China brought the army, PLA, and surround the Hong Kong island. Taiwan, which was earlier known as Formosa, capital is Taipei. There is one party, rather 2 parties, one KMT, Kuomintang, and the other DPP. In 2016 elections, the DPP won and KMT lost. KMT is anti-democracy, and whereas DPP is pro-democracy, and it is headed by one lady, Tsai Ing-wen. China doesn't like its policy because China hates democracy. Taiwan don't want that China should interfere in their affairs. Recently, just a couple of days back, high-profile officials of USA visited Taiwan. China objected. China even sent its fighter aeroplanes, and they crossed the median line. China says there is no median line, and it's not existing at all. Whereas Tsai, the head of Taiwan, says China have violated the international law and they have crossed their territory, crossed the median line. China is threatening Taiwan militarily. In last 2 days, Chinese fighter planes crossed the median lines 40 times. They said, we will create it just like in Lebanon. And Lebanon is a failed state. Taiwan remained under Chiang Kai-shek, who along with Mao Zedong fought for the civil war. And he remained the head from 1949 to 1975. And for the first time in 1996, the general elections were held for the first time in Taiwan. And China invites the Taiwanese companies and Taiwanese businessmen to invest in China. They will be given the tax-free benefits. Taiwan is also helped by USA. Earlier, in the last years of 1990s, at that time, everyone was saying that China and USA will certainly use the nuclear weapons. The same situation have arisen now. China is having a problem with India also in the Ladakh, Galwan Valley, and the other areas. He is following the salami slicing foreign policy. And he is also having a problem which are surrounded by his country. Taiwan, Tibet, Hong Kong, Uyghurs. Let us see who will come for the help of the Uyghurs, who will come for the help of the Tibetans, who will come for the help of the Taiwanese. Time will tell, but China is following the strict policies and he is adopting the policy of genocide. Thank you very much.